Not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala.
Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well.
Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning, Tom. Ocala Talks on a sunny and warm Wednesday. I'm Tom Schmidt, live WOCA runway at the Ocala International Airport. Brick City, beautiful Ocala, Florida. It is really a beautiful Ocala day this morning. Join us on the phone line to see that every day. Galen Unall from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Just Shipped. Also, the good folks at Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. Matter of fact, we'd like to thank Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, located at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They'd love to have you stop by and take a tour so you can see for yourself what they have to offer. They're skilled with nursing, physical, occupational, speech, and respiratory therapy. Palm Gardens has 5 stars for quality measures. More stars mean better quality of care. Call Palm Gardens if you have any questions, 352-854-6262. Also, Penn Flooring, family owned and operated, serving Marion County for over 30 plus years. They owe every bit of their success to their unrivaled customer service. They do both commercial and residential. They're very knowledgeable in all types of flooring applications. Go to their showroom and let them help you save money and time and maybe a headache, because that's what they do the best every day. Galen, good morning.
Hey, what's going on? How are you today, Tom?
I'm a little tired. Stayed up a little late last night watching a ridiculous exhibition game. And I say it's a ridiculous exhibition game because some moron, I won't say who, Tom Schmitz, put a little wager on the over-under of this exhibition game because he's a moron, but I won't say who that moron is, Tom Schmitz. And he lost because the over did not hit, the under did. And he just solidified even more that he's a moron, but I won't mention his name live on the air, Tom Schmitz. Galen, seems like maybe I'm a moron.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like how you state the obvious, opening up the show. It makes things simpler for all of us.
Well, yeah. I don't want to sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? Wouldn't do any good if I tried to sugarcoat it.
Yeah, kind of dumb.
It was the coming out party, though. It's the first time, I think, on a national broadcast, it's not the first national broadcast, but it's the first time that he had the spotlight all on him with no other baseball going on, no other regional games going on. We got to see Ohtani for the first time, and he's filthy. I know he can hit, but when he was on it, he was filthy on the mound.
Yeah, I've watched him several times now. The Red Sox handled him pretty good. But, yeah, I've watched him several times. He's the face of baseball, and there's a lot of baseball fans who are like, no, he's not. No, I'm like, yeah, no, he is. He can do everything. And if you're a National League guy like you are, this is exactly what you think baseball needs. And I'll be honest with you, I think it's exactly what baseball needs for more kids to get involved. You don't have to specialize. You can do both. I think it's pretty impressive. It's got a great swing, and that cutter, his cutter is nasty.
Filthy. It's just filthy. And he does have a great swing. Somebody last night I was at trivia last night, and one of the people that play trivia made a great joke, though, and it was so spot on. He goes, Ohtani, he's a pitcher, and he's hitting third. Who's the coach of that team? His dad?
Yeah, absolutely.
I thought that was a pretty good joke. Pretty good.
That's about right. Or leadoff. he's pitching and hitting leadoff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just depends on. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
He's legit at the plate. He's leading the league in home runs. I mean, I didn't know if it would transfer to the major leagues because even though they play good baseball in the Japanese league, it's kind of like, the best soccer in my estimation is the European, is the English Premier League, the EPL. In my estimation, some people say Germany, some people say, Spain, but I like the EPL. I think it's the best overall soccer, and I think it's shown that by the money that people make in that league. But we can all agree the MLS is not the top tier of soccer. So Japan wasn't the top tier of baseball. So I was thinking when he comes to the top tier of baseball, where the best of the world play, he may not rake the way he did in Japan. I was mistaken. He's raking here just like he did in Japan.
Well, let me ask you a question. How long do you think Ohtani's been in the league?
In the major league, in MLB?
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah. No. This is his third season. Now, he lost one because of injuries.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. This is.
And it's just like, because most people believe the Japanese league is somewhere between the AA and AAA baseball.
Right.
That's the belief. So.
And that's where I put it, right between AA and AAA, which is not.
Sure.
Big boy baseball. It's kind of big boy baseball.
It's taken him, 3 years to adapt. And so you shouldn't be surprised by that.
Is this something, though, do you think this is going to be a flash in the pan, or do you think this will lead to more people saying, no, I'm not just a pitcher, I can swing a bat too, you're going to let me hit as well?
Maybe, to this level where they let him hit and become the DH.
Well, the DH is in use in the minor leagues. So it's
correct.
Very difficult for a pitcher to hit in the minor leagues. It just is.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm saying I don't know. I mean, obviously somebody saw something really special in Ohtani. There are all kinds of pitchers who have all kinds of hitting prowess in college, and it just doesn't transfer. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, there's a reason why they're comparing him to Babe Ruth. And then Babe Ruth just couldn't pitch anymore. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it shakes out. I don't know.
How many games? Babe Ruth, did he pitch in 95 games, or was it 95 pitch, or did he win 95?
I thought he won 95. But again, it's, God, I don't know. I mean, he's a Yankee and he killed his wife. So
wow.
Yeah, I don't know. He did kill his wife, right? That's.
Well,
you won't hear about that because
it's sad he killed
the Red Sox, by the way.
Right. He was with the Red Sox for the first.
No. He was with the Yankees when he killed them. He
but he was with the Red Sox the first, 6 years of his career?
Correct.
He was with the Red Sox. I'm trying to find his stats.
He didn't play in that many games in his first 2 years. And then he burst on the scene in 1919. That was really his breakout year. But he only won one MVP in his career.
Right. Yeah.
People don't remember that, but he only won one MVP.
Can I give you a stat that just mind boggles me that I had no idea?
Sure.
So I'm looking for stats for Babe Ruth. Stolen bases. You wouldn't think he'd have that many, right? He had 123 stolen bases.
Well, there you go.
Who in the hell would have thought? Who would have thought that?
But no, I would have, because they stole a lot more bases back in the day because it was so hard to score runs.
Yeah, they manufactured runs.
They worked on manufactured runs all the time. They did a lot of putting guys over and hitting runs, and so yeah, he probably got caught stealing a whole lot too.
Yeah, he was 94 and 46, so he was what's that? That's 94. That's 150 games, 140 games, 140 games he pitched in. He was 94 and 46 with an ERA at 2.28.
Yeah, again, different league.
Well, yeah, of course it was. Yeah.
I mean, he didn't strike out a lot of people, but he could put it up there and throw strikes.
So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, the commissioner dropped some heavy lead yesterday when he talked about some changes that are coming to the rules. We'll talk about that next with Galen Unall. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. This is WOCA, The Source.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday hump day. Galen Unall from Life South joins us on the line, brought to you by Penn Flooring, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, and Just Ship. Galen, Commissioner Rob Manfred yesterday in his State of the Union of Baseball address said the 7-inning doubleheader out of here at the end of this season. Just like 10-cent beer and disco demolition night. Gone.
Yeah, I want to make something clear. I am not a fan of this commissioner. That's a good ruling, though. I think 7-inning baseball is for
high school.
Colleges do it, but yeah, that 7-inning doubleheader. No, I'm out on that.
Also, there could also be a ban on shifts that stop offenses from scoring. By some people's estimation, they will probably mandate that 2 infielders have to be on each side of second base, instead of 3 infielders on one side or the other in the shift. How do you feel about the shift being possibly taken away?
I hate that. To me, it's part of the strategy of the game. So how do you do it? Like, let's say it's in the 9th inning, there's a runner at third, and it's a tie ball game, and you want to bring that extra infielder in, right, to cut down the runner at home. The 5th
infielder, yeah. Can you do that? I don't know if you can do that by this new rule. If that rule.
Well, again, I hate that. To me, that's artificial. You are, according to the rule book, you're allowed 9 defensive players.
It doesn't say where they got to play.
You can put them anywhere you want. You technically don't have to have a catcher.
Right.
I don't think you're going to win many games.
But you don't have to have one.
Obviously. But you don't have to have one. So, what are we going to now go to a 10th outfielder? I don't know. It's silly.
Here's my take.
Because sometimes you want 4 outfielders.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
Depending on the situation. So I think this is really, really silly.
Here's my take on it. and this is, I think, is the way that everybody should think about it, because I'm smarter than everybody. Just ask me.
That's right.
Yeah, just ask me. I'll tell you I'm smarter than you are. Here's my point. They're professional baseball players. They are professionals. They're supposed to be the best of the best. If the shift happens and you're the best of the best, hit it in the field, hit it in the opposite field that the shift is not there. You're the best of the best. You should be able to do that. You should be able to handle it. You are the best 9 people on your team. There's 32 teams, so you're the best 9 times 30, whatever it is. You're supposed to be the best 200 people, 270 people in the world at your craft. Hit the ball to the opposite field of the shift. You're a great pro. You're supposed to be able to handle a bat. Do your job. If you can only pull the ball, you've already taken half the field away from you anyway. So if I can then put a player over there that takes the whole field away from you, that's good for me, and bad that you're not the professional you want to seem you are, because you can't hit the other way. I have no problem with the shift, because the shift says, we're not going to let you beat us to the strong side of your abilities. Show us you're a professional and you can hit it the opposite direction. If you start hitting the opposite direction, guess what's going to happen? The shift goes away. It's not a rule that should go away. It's batters should make the shift go away by hitting away from the shift. And then you solve the problem. Am I wrong?
No, absolutely not. And by the way, I know I watched Manfred's press conference yesterday. And one of the things he said, he goes, I want baseball to look like it did when I was 12. I'm like, well, all right, Rob. Obviously, you never saw Ted Williams play, because they did a shift on Ted Williams the whole second half of his career. And the guy still managed to hit 400.
Right.
So, come on, wake up. I thought that was a ridiculous statement. I know he's going to by the way, they really want the athletics out of Oakland, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah. Yep.
And he didn't talk about the Tampa Bay situation, so I'm a little surprised. But I'm not a fan. Bring back Bart Giamatti, dig him up, put him back in there. He's the best commissioner we've had in a long, long time. So I didn't think Bud Selig was as terrible as most people. But I think Rob Manfred is just nothing but, you know what he is? He's a flag blowing in the wind. He'll go in whatever direction people think whoever's blowing in the hardest, that's the direction he goes.
His quote was, let's just say you regulated the shift by requiring 2 infielders on each side of second base. What does that do? It makes the game look like it looked when I was 12 years old. It's not a change. It's kind of a restoration. That's why people are in favor of it. I'm hopeful that we will have a productive conversation with the MLBPA about non-radical changes to the game that will restore it to being played in a way that is closer to what many of us enjoyed historically. I'm sorry, the shift's been in baseball since the beginning of time. This is not restoring anything. I remember in high school we would do shifts when kids we knew couldn't hit to the right side of the infield, because right-handed batters were the prevalent hand. When I was in high school, we knew guys couldn't hit it to the right side of the infield. The only guy over there was the first baseman, and he didn't even play in the middle of the field. He played at first base in his normal position, and everybody came from second base all the way to – we had 4 people crowding the left side of the infield. Okay, well, until you can hit it the other way and beat us, sorry about your luck.
Well, and again, this is why, it's Rob Manfred and baseball. So, and again, there are some rules they could do instantly that I think that would help the game. You know what would be great? Bigger bases, right? I read some article and I was like, oh, I'd never thought about that. But that changes a lot of things if you make the bases a little bigger. When we've all talked about pitch clock and all of that. So, we'll see what happens. I just hope they don't have a work stoppage next year, but it sounds like they're not. So that's
it does look like they're talking and everything. You're right. Las Vegas has already poached the Raiders out of Oakland. It looks like they're probably going to get the Oakland Athletics as well. John Fisher and President Dave Cavall. They've millions of dollars to the effort to get a ballpark proposal in the city of Oakland and Alameda County, and that ain't happening. The people of Oakland have spoke numerous times. We're not building a billionaire ballpark. If he wants to build a ballpark, he can build one. The Oakland Alameda Coliseum is there. Either play in it or don't play in it, but we're not building you a ballpark. And Oakland's pretty steadfast, and they have been for years with that position.
That's exactly right. Well, and I'm okay with Oakland not paying for a ballpark. I don't think that any of these should be financed by the taxpayers. So, yeah, I'm fine with that.
Here's one I'm not fine with. He's talking about you could take away the man starting on second base in extra innings. I think that's created excitement in the game. I think that's a good way that you don't end up with 20-inning games or 18-inning games.
Amen.
So you don't abuse ball players. You don't tear down bullpens and pitchers' arms with games that take 7-8 hours. I think this is a great rule. I think it was a rule that was way long in coming and needed to be there. And for him to even think that he should take that rule away, right there gives me reason to say fire him and get a new commissioner.
Agreed.
I mean, it adds excitement. You know, in the 10th inning, somebody's going to score a run 9 times out of 10. You know there's going to be fireworks.
Absolutely, and that's what. And that way, the game's not going to go past 11, right? You're not staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I'm good with this.
The Braves had a game where they went to extra innings this year, and they gave up 4 runs in the top half of the inning. And then came back and scored 5 runs in the bottom of the half and won the game in the 10th inning.
And I thought that was fun.
Yeah, it's perfectly. Look, it adds. Can we agree? Baseball, unless you're a baseball fan, to the average person, baseball's boring. It's long. There's not a whole lot to go to. The in between pitches, it takes forever. I mean, one of the most exciting things about baseball is an extra inning game now in a sport that is starving for excitement. That's why Ohtani's so good, so marketable and everything. Is he's exciting. He pitches and he hits home runs. And this is a sport that's starving for excitement. And the one thing that adds excitement, especially in the extra innings, they're talking about taking away. It's almost like baseball takes 1 step forward and 6 steps back.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. So let's see how it all. Again, we'll see what he has to do. The Major League Players Association has to approve it.
Well, the problem with the Major League Baseball Association is I think Tony Clark is more in the pocket of the commissioner than he is in the baseball players.
Well, that's why they'll all agree with him. And Tony Clark's a moron.
And he wasn't that good of a first baseman. Can we just go ahead and say that too?
Yeah, he's not doing his players any justice, though. But the players still have to vote on it.
Bring back Donald Fear. Let's get some good agitation going between the baseball players and the owners.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
No, Donald Fear wanted to destroy baseball. He didn't care about baseball. He cared about money.
Well, he won everything that he put up.
Everything.
So he was doing something right.
But he also cost us the 1994 World Series.
Sure did. Absolutely did.
And cost my baseball card collection to plummet in value.
Yeah, that's also a fact.
I'm still a little aggravated with him.
Is
that wrong that I'm aggravated with him about that?
Not at all.
Is that wrong?
Not at all. He did his job well.
He did his job well. The players, look, there's a reason that pitchers are making, there's a reason pitchers make what they make. There's a reason that baseball, Albert Pujols could sign a 10-year deal for $250 million with the California Angels when his best years were well behind him. So, Donald Fear did a good job when it comes to that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, more with Galen Unoff from Life South, brought to you by the good folks at Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, and just shipped. Make sure you go check out all those people who, through the goodness of their sponsorship, are able to bring Galen and his argumentative attitude to my show every day just to, aggravate me. We'll be right back after this short timeout. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Today in Ag News from a Southeast Ag Network, Florida citrus